All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about the new frontline in our digital world, AI-Augmented Cybersecurity. And look, this is way more than just another tech buzzword. It's a massive shift in how we protect everything online. And it all really starts with one big question. And you gotta ask, right? Are we actually losing this thing? Because the sheer volume, the sophistication of cyber attacks we're seeing today, they're just overwhelming our traditional defenses. We're facing more threats, faster attacks, and it feels like we're in a constant struggle just to keep our heads above water. So let's just take a quick look at this threat landscape. The real heart of the problem is that our old way of doing things is failing. For years, security has been this reactive game of cat and mouse. But in today's world, that's a game we're seriously starting to lose. And this is where our new digital defender comes into play. You know, the only way to win a game that's rigged against you is to change the rules. We have to shift from being reactive to being proactive. And this is where AI steps in, not just as another tool, but as a complete change in mindset. I mean, just look at the difference. This shift from traditional to AI-augmented security is huge. Instead of waiting for attacks we already know about and analyzing them at a human pace, AI works at machine scale. It's proactively hunting for threats by looking at behavior, not just old, familiar signatures. You know, it's the difference between locking your door after you've been robbed and spotting the burglar casing your house from a block away. It's a total game changer. So what exactly is AI-augmented cybersecurity? Well, at its core, it's all about weaving AI and machine learning deep into our security systems so they can constantly learn, predict, and adapt. We're not talking about a static firewall here. We're talking about a living, breathing defense that actually gets smarter with every single threat it sees. And the goal here, and this is really important, isn't to replace people. It's to empower them. The best way to think about it is giving every single security analyst a team of super-powered intelligent assistants. These assistants can sift through billions of data points in seconds, finding that one tiny needle in the haystack that a human eye would almost definitely miss. Okay, so how does this intelligent assistant actually fight back? Let's get into the specifics and look at the key capabilities that are really changing the game right now. It really breaks down into 3 big steps. It all starts with AI-driven threat detection, basically using AI to see what used to be invisible. From there, we move to automated security ops, which frees up human experts from all that repetitive grunt work. And finally, it all leads to something called agentic AI, where the system becomes a true active collaborator with the security team. So with threat detection, AI isn't just looking for some known virus signature. It's analyzing what the code does, its behavior, which means it can catch brand new, never-before-seen malware. For phishing, it uses natural language processing to pick up on subtle things in an email's tone and intent that trick even the smartest users. But maybe the most powerful thing is how it flags anomalies through something called UEBA. It learns what's normal for your network so it can immediately spot what's abnormal. Think about an accountant who suddenly tries to access engineering servers at 3 a.m. That's a massive red flag that a traditional system would almost always miss. Then you have automation, which is all about speed and efficiency. There are these AI-powered systems called SOAR platforms, that's security, orchestration, automation, and response, that can handle all the tedious tasks that cause so much burnout for analysts. But it goes even further. It can perform self-healing actions, like instantly quarantining a compromised laptop to stop a virus from spreading. It can even predict which vulnerabilities are most likely to be attacked so your team can patch the biggest holes first. Pretty incredible. Okay, so the promise here is obviously huge. But like with any powerful new technology, there's always another side to the story. We have to talk about the perils, the challenges that come with putting AI in charge of something this critical. First, let's stick with the promise. One of the biggest problems for any security team is just the constant noise of false alarms. Well, AI can slice right through that noise, reducing false positives by up to 70%. And this isn't just about efficiency. This is a cure for analyst burnout. It lets the experts focus their energy on real, verified threats. And the impact on speed? It's even more dramatic. The time it takes to even find a threat can drop from weeks or days down to just minutes or seconds. And in cybersecurity, that window of time is everything. It's the difference between a minor cleanup and a catastrophic, headline-making breach. But here come the perils. First off, the bad guys are using AI too, creating a whole new, much scarier arms race. Second, if an AI model is poorly trained, it can actually make that noise problem worse. Third, these systems need absolutely massive amounts of data to learn, which brings up all sorts of serious data privacy issues. And finally, there's what people call the explainability gap. If a black box AI makes a critical decision, it can be incredibly difficult to get it to explain why it made that choice. So, what does the future actually look like? Well, it's not a world run by security robots. It's about creating a powerful synthesis, a hybrid team that combines the absolute best of human expertise with the best of artificial intelligence. This whole future is built on a partnership. The AI brings the raw power, right? Unbelievable speed, the ability to process massive amounts of data, and inhuman pattern recognition. But the human expert brings what the AI can't: strategic thinking, real-world contextual judgment, and, so critically, ethical oversight. They're designed to perfectly cover each other's weaknesses. In the end, the future of cybersecurity isn't about choosing between a human or a machine. It's about combining both to create a defense that's so much greater than the sum of its parts, a defense that is smarter and stronger than either one could ever hope to be on its own. And that leaves us with one final, really important question to think about. As these AI systems get smarter and more autonomous, who is going to watch the watchers? Making sure these new digital defenders act in our best interest is the next great challenge we're going to face. Thanks for joining this explainer.